Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to the Rosy Supernova. As you can see, we're working on the transit tubes. For those of you who have not enjoyed the absolute glory that is Drecko wrenching, once this happens, your plastic numbers absolutely skyrocket. See if we can get down here to plastic. I'm sure I could type it in and be faster. But if we come down to manufacturing material, I have 16 tons of plastic, and I've already queued up most of the tube. So we got transit tube access ports going in, we got tubes going in. I redid some of the solar, so it's all feeding into this giant stack. One thing I found out is if I deconstruct this one, they all shift down. So it thinks like it is on a rocket platform still, which is hilarious. I want another digger. And all of you are bad. This is now active again, so we're getting natural gas again finally. We'll go over what I did over here. So this big stack is fed by the solar, and then it is connected to my main grid by these 3 transformers. And the reason for that is each transformer can only move, I think, 4,000 watts. So if I do that, see how the battery is coming down. So we're at the limit of how much power one transformer can move across. And then if I hook up a second one, you can see it's coming back up, and then they stay full. So transformers will always try to force power from their input to their output. So it will suck power out of the stack into there. I kind of want to hook my steam turbines and everything else into that stack, but it's not that big of a deal. So this natural gas is now essentially backup power, which is great. And we're working on more rocket platforms. Research-wise, we're on to the research thing that I want the most, which is the liquid oxidizer tank. So you can see we've got the base research done already. We're starting to do some rad research, and then every once in a while I send dupes up in the rocket. In fact, that's all reloaded. I think I looked at this last time. The gas in there is getting pretty nasty. But that's fine. I mean, it's 340 research points. It's just going to take, is that like 8 trips in the rocket? I don't know, I haven't even been paying attention to where their suits are. I just send them up whenever I feel like it. Hopefully their suits are mostly full. They do as much as they can. I could make the rocket more sustainable, but the issue is actually the battery. Right now they are running off of the battery. By the time their suits run out, is about the same time the battery runs out. So one of them would have to run on the wheel anyway. So I might as well just land them, let the battery charge, and they can do the atomic research. So that's that. We cored out this area. Trying to decide if I want to do liquid oxygen on this side or core out this side. I think I'm just going to core out this area. I just want to get that cool stuff out of there that keeps breaking everything. Alright, I can get to work on that. Over at the other planet, that's overpressurized. I've been pumping in oxygen. I sent over some stuff. And so, in order to keep everything from outgassing, I just pumped in 20 kilos of oxygen. And there's a bunch of polluted oxygen and other stuff around. And then as I dig out, that will just pressurize. That's what I was going to go over. So I did the priority thing to look at these vents. And that's when I remembered, I can just click on this. You click on the planet, it tells you what vents you have. So this little swamp planet, pretty sure that's it, yeah, has a hydrogen, cool steam, gold volcano, cobalt, carbon dioxide, hot polluted oxygen, copper, cool slush, and cool salt. That's a lot of vents for a little planet. And so this one, no, not this planet, this one. That's the cool slush, and that's the hot polluted oxygen. But it's not like, we can see both sides of the planet right there. That's a lot of vents. And then same thing over here. We haven't seen the hydrogen. We found natural gas, carbon dioxide, infectious, polluted water, steam, cool steam. We haven't found the gold or the aluminum volcano yet. We found the carbon dioxide, we found the salt water. So there are 2 more metal volcanoes in this map somewhere. So yeah, we're gonna have to start exploring and find those. I think that is a good plan. While we're doing some research, let's just start digging over and seeing what we find. This is also why I want to have more diggers. I keep queuing up more and more dig commands. More uranium. It's just about down to the bottom over there. Over here, we know there's a steam vent in there. There might be something else. Where's granite? And we know that is the carbon dioxide. And we'll queue up some more stuff just to come down and see what we see. There, that's the salt, and we'll do... There, that should reveal most of the map. There's a comfy bed over there. And every once in a while I just come back here and see Ellie's suit is just about empty. So I think we were at 40-something orbital research and now we're at 90. As soon as they're not breathing out of their suit, bring them back down. They've got some food in there, they've got a bathroom in there. So I'm not worried about them when they land immediately. You just gotta remember to go check on them. And that typically is enough time for this to get some rad bolts. They then can come over here, do this, and I just cycle back and forth. Again, oh no, wrong. Trying to get through 340 research points on both of those just takes a lot of clicking. Otherwise, this stack was worked out awesome. My only complaint is that they can't run across it. So I need to come up with a better way. I might just close off this area and let them run down. That's a good idea. There's just no good way for them to get to the other side of the map right now. So I just want to extend those ladders down so they can run around as opposed to going all the way up. So the downside of a big stack. I then bricked this in because this gas reservoir was exchanging temperature with everything else. And so now I was noticing that the pipe was coming in cold, but by the time it came out of here, came all the way around, it was running more than it should have. But yeah, let's focus on the transport grid. Oh good. This geyser just started going off. So we now have 2 geysers providing natural gas as backup power, because the solar is awesome. I think I talked about that last time, that the main issue with having a big solar system was always storing enough energy during the day. This fixes that. You don't have to heat it, it's dense, it holds a lot of power. I mean, each one of these is 2.5 of those. Oh, there's the edge of the map. Looks like no vents here. Oh wait, there's one. No. Is that a vent? Nope. Okay. I thought maybe there was one right there. Well, it's ice though. Alright. Oh, and how long do you have? Another 20 cycles. Good lord. And then it's going to be probably another 20 cycles or more before it's erupted enough to actually have enough in there to use. That's going to take a while. I think I'm going to prioritize the tubes a bit more. Just to speed up all their movements. Well, they're starting to use a couple of tubes. Don't know where that tube even goes. That's not built. I have no idea. I guess they're taking it over to here because, like, there's no other access tube connected yet. Whatever. They view it as going faster, and they view it as going faster. This one I'm just going to run off of these hydrogen generators because why not? I even put a second battery on there. I mean, I'm not using hydrogen for anything else. The game is starting to get a bit laggy, but I'm 247 cycles in and just hired my 19th duplicant. And there's a lot of piping. I mean, there's a lot of piping. Gas piping should be okay because it's all mostly in one area. Other than all the weird gases I'm pumping up from the bottom. And so far the suit delivering things for worn suits has worked out great. I mean, you see occasionally there'll be a suit on a rail. And as they wear them out, they just get redelivered. There's just something funny about new dupes and suits trying to go up ladders. They're just so slow. Alright, let's not make fun of the new dupe. It's not their fault they're new. In fact, where's my researchers? It's probably about time to send them back off. Yeah, as soon as Ellie wakes up. And yeah, Catalina just woke up. It's just so much clicking. Like, I don't mind them making research bigger and adding more stuff to it. But there's just so much clicking of send them up there, wait, send them back, send them up, wait, send them back. At least with the rod bolt research, you know, you can set it up and then they use it. But for orbital research, once you get past that first section of it, you're like, okay, this is more annoying than fun. Yes, you got to build a rocket that can sustain dupes for long enough for them to do the research, but I would rather have them like make a bunch of data banks and then bring them back than and have them do the research down here. Or give me both options. Let me go get data banks from using the telescope or going to other asteroids like we could in the base game to do the research with. Because I think the virtual planetarium is still in the game. Now they pulled it out. So for a while, the virtual planetarium used to be in Spaced Out, but it's gone now. Alright, we have 2 tubes connected. We have 3 tubes connected. Nice. Circuit overloaded. Oh yeah, your potential load is quite high, isn't it? Oh, because you've got all the incubators on there. Okay, well, luckily somebody was planning ahead. Put in a couple of transformers. Thought to make a mess. And what is the best way down there? Oh, remember I said the piping was a mess and gas is kind of a mess. But my power, that's a mess. Alright, let's break everything. Ah, good. So that's now all reconnected. What are you? Oh, you're running that one. Okay, but one of you should be able to run two of them, so let's fix that. Ah, so much fun trying to move wiring around. Didn't make those out of copper, right? Okay, just want to... Lead would be great, but all my lead's at the bottom of the base, so I might as well have them use stuff that's closer. These guys are up in space, right? Yep, they're just working away. Yeah, so we were at 90 when I sent them up here, so they've already done 60. Alright, come on, 3 more pieces. Well, they ate all the food up there. I guess nobody delivered any. They'll be fine. I mean, it's only priority 8. Someone coming to do this? There they are. Alright, now we've got that section left. Okay, now we're getting power. Okay, power crisis averted. Yeah, they did eat all the food. I only put 1 kilo in there. This is what I was saying is, their suits are just about empty, the battery's empty, and so now one of them has to run on it for the other one to do the research. But still, they got quite a bit done. They're both quite high level on their research skills. Where is researching? Am I blind? Ah, well, their suits are just about empty. Yeah, so I got 2 or 3 more trips like that for this one research. And I've still got another one to go. Yeah, so that's this one where, we got to 170, nice. And then I've got this last one down here. But that's just the statues that one I don't care about as much. Yeah, gasping for breath in their suits because their suit was empty. But having a tube up to the suits will help. Having a tube over by the metal refinery will allow them to go faster. And it's over here just because trying to get the tube across the ladder and the fire pole is annoying. They can go down the fire pole easy enough, and then this just shoots them up faster than climbing. It's weird that when they're in the tube, they don't have helmets on. If I was in a tube, I would want to be wearing a helmet. And luckily these hold a lot of power, so while this generator is only producing 1600, which isn't enough to run them both, it should still be able to go and top them up. No problem. We don't have many drecklet eggs. I guess because they're all eating mealwood. Oh, time to wrangle some more. Glossy dreckos. I mean, we're good on plastic, but once you got a big system going, you might as well keep it going. And that tube we're waiting on. Alright, well if that's what we're waiting on, let's send the digger over. Let's check the schedule first. Alright, when Harold wakes up, we're going to send him to the planet and dig up some more. I think I forgot to mention this when I did it. A while ago, not too long after I built this, in one of the comments, someone reminded me that this stuff comes out hot. You know, it's 108 degrees. And if I pump it and it stays at that temperature over here, it will eventually boil this water. And the way I dealt with that is this cooling loop is working just fine. This doesn't need to be super cold. So all I did was swap out one of these insulated tiles for this regular tile. And so this one tile exchanges heat right over here, and that's enough to keep this below 100 degrees, which is all I want. And if I see this is going too warm, like right now it's at 93, then I will swap out. In fact, I'll just do that right now. We're just going to change that pipe over to a radiant pipe. It'll exchange more heat. It'll keep that cold enough. But Harold should be awake. All right, Harold, you're going on a trip. So thanks. I'm sorry I forgot to look up your name before commenting on that, but that definitely saved me from boiling my water. And really, I think my goal over here is just going to be digging. Just dig as much as he can till his suit runs out, until I expose most of this map. Yeah, that is a cool steam vent up there. Ah, that freaking ceiling collapse annoyance. Alright, we don't have a printing pod, so let's come over here. So many dupes that just can't construct. I do want to keep an eye on this dupe because the ceiling will collapse and he'll get stuck. And there's no one else here to dig him out. Alright, and now he's looking for food, so let's get him out of here. I mean, I could just tell him not to sleep, but this will be fine. It's not going to be the fastest way of exploring that planet, but I don't particularly need anything from it. And now we can use the bathroom over here. And look at how much faster he is. Like, he thinks running up the ladder is faster than taking the tube. That's funny. Have we explored any more? Not really. Yeah, so once I get this research done, this area I'm going to dig out and put in the liquid oxygen system. Then hopefully by that point we'll have the rocket pads finished and we can start actually seeing what planets are where. And it shouldn't be too hard. Now, if I've got a petroleum rocket with a telescope and I fly out 2 spaces, I should be able to see all but whatever planet I can't see because I don't know where it is. How's the pressure looking? So I turned this pump's pressure up a little bit. I'm not sure I want to. I think I'm going to turn it back down. I just want to pump out everything down here. Once I get rid of this gas, the oxygen should fill in. I'm just thinking that because it's so low pressure, all of this polluted water is outgassing faster than that pump is pumping. Oh, last tube is almost done. We'll see if this holds up. I've just got hooked into these coal generators. That'll make it faster for them to get to that oil well. Yeah, and I think that's a cool steam vent as well. I'm so close to having all the tubes done. There it is. It's kind of weird that they can't charge that until a tube is connected. Oh, why are you set to 0? Okay. I'm excited that there's 2 more metal volcanoes over here somewhere. Gold volcanoes are awesome and aluminum volcano is needed. But yeah, transit tubes are done. We're waiting on the volcano. Natural gas is coming in again. Exploitive power is great. Thank you all very much for watching. We should have research done next time. So look forward to some rocket and some telescope.